Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
So, good morning everybody, welcome to our video. My name is Omar Khairi, 37-MET, Team 15, Team Embedded, that's our name. Today we're going to talk about our project, which is the Blind Deaf Communication. The project was mainly a collaborative work, but I was, I guess, in charge of the Arduino code, and that's what I'm going to show you now. So bear with me a couple of minutes, and I hope this is a video that's going to be inspirational to you all. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to show you our Arduino code. As you can see here, we use the liquid crystal .h library for the LCD monitor. These are the variables we used. These are the pins we used here for the LCD. This is the baud rate we're using. We set the DDR-B to an output. This is the port B. We're giving it the values that we wanna use. 16 by 2 is the size of the LCD. 16, so it's 16 by 2. Here we wait for the data to come. If it's less than 32, we put it. If it's more, we put the first 32 and we ignore the rest. And then we print it on the LCD and set the cursor for the new data to come. And print the other data. And then we zero everything, waiting for the new data or the new loop to come. This last port B is used for an LED light that we use. We mainly use it for testing, but we kept it there in the end. And this void loop, where all the code is in, keeps on repeating forever. So this is basically our Arduino code. We didn't use it in VS Code, we use it in other applications, but I'm showing you here for easy access. So basically that's it, and I hope you actually like our application. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Akram. I'm in Team 15, Team Embedded, and my role in this project was about the hardware connection between the Arduino and the Android application through the Bluetooth module. At first, we used a Wi-Fi module, ESP8266, and we go through it through some tutorials and we managed to connect it, but we faced some problems. Before telling you the problem, I'm going to tell you more about the connections of the ESP8266 module. As you can see here, this is an image of the Wi-Fi ESP8266 module that we used at the first. It consists of 8 pins, the VCC, the reset, CHPD, and TX. And here the ground, general purpose input output register 2, and general purpose input output register 0. And here the RX. The connections as follows are: we connect the ground of the Wi-Fi module to the ground of the Arduino, and then we connect the CHPD and the VCC of the ESP8266 module with the VCC of the Arduino. Then we connect the TX of the Wi-Fi module to the TX of the Arduino, and the RX of the Wi-Fi module to the RX of the Arduino. And now this Wi-Fi module is working as a channel and a server Wi-Fi module. The problem we have faced is actually that the Wi-Fi module ESP8266 needs a board manager type that is different from the type that the LCD needs. So both of them can work together. There is no a certain board type that's compatible with both of them. So we have to change the Wi-Fi module and use the Bluetooth module. So here now I'm going to tell you more about the hardware connections of the Bluetooth module with the Arduino. Here is an image to the Bluetooth module that we used, which is HC50. It consists of 6 pins, but we only use 4 of them. We don't use the state or the EN. we use the VCC, the ground, the TX, and RX. And the connections are as follows. We connect the ground of the Bluetooth module to the ground of the Arduino, and then we connect the VCC of the Bluetooth module to the VCC of the Arduino. And here's the trick. We connect the TX, which is the transmitter of the Bluetooth module, to the RX, the receiver of the Arduino. And then we connect the RX of the Bluetooth module, the receiver, to the TX, the transmitter of the Arduino. And this is the reason why the connection is established by this Bluetooth module.
Hello, my name is Abdullah Ahmed. In this video segment, I'm going to discuss the mechanism by which data is transferred from the mobile application to the Arduino to be displayed on the LCD. In order to do so, we used a Bluetooth module that is connected to the Arduino and responsible for data transfer to the Arduino. My task in this project was to find a way to connect the mobile application to the Arduino and send text to it, to be displayed later on the LCD. This could be achieved using the Android Bluetooth API. Basically, the first thing you need to know to get started is the MAC address of the Arduino Bluetooth module. Fortunately, this is an easy task to achieve, and there are many ways to go about it. Once you figure out the MAC address, you can create the socket associated with this MAC address, connect to the socket, and start sending data right away using an output stream. Just as simple as that. And that's it for the Bluetooth communication. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Saleh and I was assigned to working on the Android application for the blind to deaf communication project for the embedded course. So to start off, let's explain what these variables do here. First, we have the text-to-speech variable, which is of type text-to-speech. Text-to-speech is a library which is created by Google to convert from text-to-speech, and it is written in native Android. Then we have a couple of text boxes and buttons which are used to handle the input and call methods to convert from text-to-speech and vice versa. Then we have some variables which are related to sending data using the phone's Bluetooth to the Arduino board, which my colleague Abdullah will explain in a minute. So whenever the application started, the onCreate method is called. The onCreate method is responsible for rendering the view and setting the buttons to their respective values and setting their listeners. Listeners are basically methods that are called whenever these buttons are clicked. So let's start with the speech text input. Whenever the speech input button is clicked, it basically creates an intent. An intent is what is used to communicate with the Android file system, and what it does, it basically depends on the value of the argument passed to it. So here we pass what is called action recognize speech, which tells the Android file system that we want to convert from speech to text. Then we give it some extra values, like sending the user a notification to tell him to speak something and getting the language. Then we start the conversion using the start activity method and passing to it the intent. Inside the start activity method, we basically call the API to convert from text to speech, from speech to text, and then check if the result code is okay and we have got our data. We send it to the server. Now going to the text to speech part. This part is handled on the mobile with no interface from the Arduino. Whenever the button is clicked to convert from text to speech, we make sure that the given input is actually a string. Then we we give the user a notification that this string is being converted, and then we use the text-to-speech library, which is made by Google, to output the voice.
my name is Yusuf Yasser and I'm going to talk about my part in this project, which is the LCD connections. We use the LCD to show the text which is converted from speech on the screen. The screen we are using is the QA Pass 2x16 with 16 pins for connections with the Arduino. The first pin is connected to the ground, the second one is connected to the VCC in the Arduino, the third one is connected to a variable resistor which we use to control the contrast of the screen. The fourth pin is for choosing the register, next for reading or writing, and the next one is for enabling the screen. The following 8 pins are for the data pins. The last 2 pins are for backlighting, power, positive and negative respectively. These are the connections we managed to have in our project for the LCD, and by this way we guarantee that we have a simple way of connection between people who are visually impaired and people who have hearing disabilities. Thank you.